People are still wondering how slavery started. Let's watch this video from Ghana and then we come back again.
I want to talk to you today about something that happened in Ghana to a young village boy. And if you are in Ghana or you're in any developing country, and you know these foreigners, specifically white males, come to Ghana or come to your country and offer you help and support for your child and give you all of this help and support and love and attention and all of that, you need to be really careful. Often they are wolves in sheep's clothing. This little boy, very, very intelligent boy, this white man came to a village in Ghana. I can't identify the boy and I can't identify the village or the man who was involved, to be honest. But he went to go and ask the mother of this boy if he could help her to pay the child's school fees. And the mum agreed, accepted, said fine. He started showering them with gifts and money, and you know, he even bought the father a car. You know, it got to a point where he was buying everything for the child, and the parents were so happy. He felt so blessed, kept on thanking him and treating him like a king, eating, giving him food, and it got to a point where he was living in their house. And he was paying all the bills, and he was fixing up the house, fixing up the land, making the house look all nice and posh. And everybody was like, in the local area, was like, wow, you know, what's going on? This guy has come, he's like a savior. He was helping everybody in the area. People were so grateful. Anyway, this man eventually said that he was going to take the child to the UK and let him come and live with him, and the parents agreed. They said fine, let him school in the UK, we're so grateful, we're so happy. Anyway, to cut a long story short, it turned out that this man was actually a paedophile. The little boy was 14 years old at the time. When the child turned to 16, he came out and said that he was in a relationship with this man and they were going to get married. It's funny that this stuff was never on the news, never been on the news. It's a local story that I got to know through a very close friend of mine. And this man has never been to jail. Up to now, he's never been to jail. I don't know where he is actually, but as far as I know, he had never been to jail. I've seen the man's face before. I don't have his picture. Otherwise, I would just put this man on blast, to be quite honest. But I've seen the man before, and the whole story. I spoke to the family, and they told me the whole story. It turned out that this boy was in a relationship with the guy from the age of 13. So he was 14 when he took him to the UK, but he was 13 when he started to talk to him. But he began that sordid relationship with him when he was 13 years old, and then took him to the UK, put him in school, put him through the whole university and everything. He went to university. Well, when he turned 16, he went into a relationship with the boy. The boy was saying he loves the guy, but personally I see it as grooming. The man groomed him to believe that this was a normal relationship from the age of 13. So I advise you know, people that are struggling in Ghana or Africa or any place to be really careful about these knights in shining armours that turn up and say they're going to pay for everything and they're going to take your child abroad and they're going to help you and all of that. Most of these people are wolves in sheep's clothing, and even if they're not wolves in sheep's clothing, you do not want to allow some random person to come from abroad and take your child. And if you're watching this and you think that this kind of thing doesn't happen, you'll be sorely mistaken. It is very, very common out there. And in Ghana and probably other African countries, I don't know, but in Ghana specifically, because I live there. And I also know of situations where gay men go over to Ghana and they find young boys and they take them in and help them and support them and end up grooming them into a relationship. This thing is happening all the time. It's an ongoing thing. You know, there's even a house in Ghana that this house was built by this gay man, and he's helping all these young boys, local boys in the area. The young boys come to his house, he gives them food, he gives them drink, he gives them everything, phones, laptops and all that kind of stuff. And one of the boys told me that he was in a relationship with the man, and this boy was 16 years old at the time. And I told him, are you actually gay? And he was like, oh, he's giving me money, he's helping me, so I don't mind. You know, and I even told the mother, and the mum, she kind of shrugged her shoulders like she thought it was a lie, you see. So if you're an African person and you're watching this and you've seen this kind of thing going on, you need to keep an eye on those type of people, because these people are evil. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. See you soon. Actually, before I go, check out the link in the description for 1 million black-owned brands and for a program that we have for supporting African creators, because some of the proceeds of all of these things go towards providing help and support for vulnerable women in Ghana specifically. So go and check that out.
Now, welcome back. This happened to Ghana, and it's not Ghana only. It happens everywhere in Africa. White people, the white men or the white are taking advantage of our boys here in Africa or ladies in Africa. You seem to know how is it a privilege when a white lady or when a black lady be in a relationship with a white lady. They usually take it like something for, it's like heavenly, you know. When a black lady have a white man in his life or in her life, she feels so good. But we are not talking about ladies. This thing of white men taking advantage of young boys here in Africa, it's happening here, even in Kenya. In Malindi, Mombasa, is happening. You go to Malindi for a vacation, you see white old men sitting there, and they don't want ladies, they want men. So it's happening, and it's high time Africans should wake up. 500 years ago, when the white people enslaves us, they colonize us, enslaves us, and still in this generation we have not learned anything. A white man's come to your land and spot a family, started giving gift to them. There is something we have to know, that they cannot give it for free. There is something they are gaining out from that. So like this boy on this family, the mother of this boy was so happy because the white man, the Muzungu, was helping, gifts, helping with the land, the house and everything. But the white man had something, had a target, and the boy was his target. So as parents too, the millennium, or you don't have to fall into small traps because of the gifts you are being given. I came to learn that the Muzungu out here, not all of them have the good heart. In fact, all of them has bad heart, but few of them has good heart. So if a Muzungu comes to you and start helping, it's a red flag, because there is something. But two, something that pains the most, that this Muzungu is not behind the bus. This Muzungu does not face charges in Ghana. It's against the Ghanaian rule or the Ghanaian law or constitution that there is a relationship between man to man. And this Muzungu took advantage of this young boy at the age of 13, 14, 15, 16. He took advantage. But you will get the family saying that leave them alone. The black family will always, or the black community will always side the Muzungu. I wonder why. If a Muzungu come to a black community and do something that is bad, even in a country, not all of the black people will take action. We have fear towards the Muzungu. I wonder why we have that fear, but I think it's because we at some point think they are superior. They are superior. They are better than the black people. That's why we have fear. In Kenya, it happens a lot behind the scenes. And when it is on top of the table, you will see the family of the young boy or the family of the black family hiding things and saying that there is no need for this to happen, there is no need to go forward, there is no need to take action because we don't have money, we cannot fight this one. And that shows me that the government of Africa, the government of African countries are in support of these things. They cannot talk because they know they are below them. They know they have something for them. If you try to take action against a white man here in Kenya or in Africa, you will have problems with the world. You will have problems with the West. You will have problem with the diplomacy. The government is under siege, because we don't know how to handle criminals who are of white race. We fear handling criminals who are of white race. But the Westerners They will come up to Africa. They will come to Kenya. If they have a target in Kenya, they will come and pick him. They will come and kill someone, a black person who is here in Africa, because maybe he is bad to them. He is not of their agenda. But we, as Africans or Africans leaders, African government, it's sad that we cannot deal with petty crimes that is caused by the white race who are in Africa. That's why I'm always saying that it's like we are still under sort of colonization, under sort of slavery, under sort of white supremacy. We cannot take actions. Now, it is a call-up and it's a warning in Ghana. White rich men in Ghana are taking advantage of young boys. White rich men of Ghana are taking advantage of poor families who are in Ghana, who are in need. They will come showing up in your door as an angel. But deep down, they have something. They have something. I see in Ghana, white people getting a white privilege. It happens in Africa too, white privilege. Because I'm a white person, I'm untouchable in Ghana. I saw there is this Ichiboots traveler. She's a lady, Nora. I love that lady. She's French. Oh, she was cutting across Africa, and I saw how she was crossing across Africa, how she was being helped by people, the government. There is a policeman in Nigeria who stopped her and demanded for something small. Hey, give me something small, and the policeman was caught due to corruption. But let me tell you, if it's a black person, if it's me who was cruising across Africa, I passed those lands, I don't know, I'm not sure if I could get enough help. I'm not sure if there was some police that they were seeing her, they were being happy. You came all the way from French. Oh, that's good, that's good. And if it's another black person getting help, maybe it could be a little bit hard. But let me not judge. What I'm trying to say, Ghanaian people, this is a call out, and I warn to you that take care of your kids as parents, young boys and young ladies, take care of them, because the white rich men are hunting. Even in Kenya, Malindi, Mombasa, they are here hunting. Tell me what you think on the comment section about this video. I am the Kenyan Beast, and of course, I'm doing it the African way every day, every time. Peace be with you.